It's nice to be here. It's a nice spot as well, meaning that after lunch to talk about the future. So if you stayed in the room, then you are curious that where should I put my energy and time to if I would like to be in the renewable energy industry. So I will start over 100 years ago. This is one of the pictures from New York. At that time, we traveled with horses. Horses were there. It was a separate industry. How to maintain the system, everything was there. So this is one picture over 100 years ago. This is the next picture 13 years later. In renewable energy, we are at the same spot today. Only 10 years ago, or 30 years ago when I started in this industry, I was working in a renewable energy company in the Baltics. We had 287 megawatts of wind turbines in operation. It was the biggest renewable energy company at that time in the Baltics. We developed also wind in different places, offshore, everything. But the company size, everything together with the developments was 1,000 megawatts. Turbines, they were 2.5 megawatts to 3 megawatts, and they were at that time big. And solar was not even in the Baltics yet. So the levelized cost of energy for the Baltics was just not enough. So this was 13 years ago as well. And where are we today? One of the most interesting part of this boom in technology, in solar technology and also upcoming battery technology, is that we have been unable to imagine what is going on at the moment. This is one of the graphs which shows that also the experts and analysts, they didn't see that this is coming. So concerning the PV, the growth itself has been all the time bigger than anybody has estimated. And it continues to be like this, and it will continue as well. And this is not only in PV, this is also in other renewables. We are building more, we need more than we imagine today. So why all of this? I think one of the relevant parts is that the levelized cost of energy is down. Yes, last year was different, but it still continues to be. Only 3 years ago, we built PV farms on land to 1.7 hectares, 1 megawatt. Today, we build 1 hectare per 1 megawatt. Country is the same. Technology has changed completely. And the same goes with wind. The same goes with offshore wind. So what is going on, really? We are in a step of very huge growth, meaning that only taking 2030 targets in EU, this means that the market itself will be 10 times bigger, the market itself. So it means that there will be a lot of unicorns in this market, scale-ups in this market, and a lot of opportunity. And also the opportunity to lose the opportunities as well, because in general, when energy companies are dealing with their existing problems, they forget that there is this opportunity there for them. And everybody needs to deal with it, because the picture of the energy markets in the EU and in the Eastern Europe will be completely different in only 7 or 8 years. So what is Sunly? Sunly was founded by 3 persons, me, myself, Martin Kruus, who was a previous CEO of the previous energy company I was talking about, and also the CFO of the previous energy company I was talking about. So in 2018, we started to understand in Eastern Europe that we need a huge amount of projects, and nobody has even started to develop them. There were still in the Baltics those projects that were developed 10 years ago, or projects that were basically, there was lack of projects. But today, in 2018 end, we started to develop our own mapping tool. So today everybody uses them, but we thought that, okay, if this revolution is coming, then it's the same scale as mining revolution was over 100 years ago again, where we know from our previous practice where the lands are, where the NIMBY effect, or not in my backyard effect, is the smallest, the impact on environment is the less, the grid is closer, everything, this kind of aspects. You put on the map and you go to the landowners and say that, look, we will come to your land and do the project. So, insanely crazy idea. 4 years ago, today we are here. Today we are over 200 people. We have raised a lot of capital, and we are developing 30 gigawatts of projects in 4 countries. So what exactly are we? It's a crazy question because we have grown also through M&A deals. In Poland, we are also an EPC company. We are also an operation maintenance company. But this operation maintenance company is doing operations also in Germany and Netherlands. We are a developer, and we are today also on IPP. We are constructing our own power plants, and we produce electricity, and we sell our electricity as well. And we deal with a lot of storage. So the craziest project in the Baltics, the Estonian pump hydro storage, developed together with Alexela Group in Estonia, is a pump hydro storage of total capex of 780 million euros, which has a ready-to-build stage at the moment and is looking for basically to reach the financial close. So this is us in general. So many topics today. Our EBITDA today is coming from constructing PV farms, servicing PV farms, but the idea is in 3 years that the IPP business will help us, or we will be an IPP company at the end. And the target for our IPP business is 5 gigawatts in 5 years, which is a huge and interesting problem itself. So where we are with all of these projects. Our group companies in Poland, they are one of the biggest developers here in Poland. And we are developing at our home markets as well. So let's say the most imminent pipeline today is in Latvia and in Poland, and Estonia is coming, and Lithuania is coming as well. Lithuania, the competition is just many times bigger. So how it's gone? So we have raised the money 3 times. We have last year we raised a little bit over 200 million euros in equity, and we have 66 ultimate beneficiary owners, and the biggest shareholder today is a fund from France, and their shareholding is 24%. So Sunly story is one of those stories that we didn't also imagine. With 4 years, we have created a lot of value. We have built up a company that can solve many issues for itself as well. We don't have the issue to build today PV farms in larger scale. The idea is to own an EPC company today just for the mere fact that it's very hard to find builders today because the demand is very high from the asset owner side. And also the OM is something that is missing, and which is technically what we also need. So to keep it shorter, and I understand we are also in delay, so this was Sunly. So I invite definitely you to come to invest or come to work, because we are scaling up very fast. So only a year ago, we were 100 people less. The idea is to be 100 people more by next year, because the challenges are very high. One of the challenges is to raise capital in junior and senior financing, and also to develop all those projects that we have. One issue that I didn't also mention before, but what is relevant in our case,
is that we invest into startups as well. And this is one of the core businesses that we also do. We have in the shareholders agreement that 5% of the total capital that we raise has to go to startups in clean tech sector. So this was Sanli, and thank you for your time.